All right. Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody, and welcome. What's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? I hope you're doing well. Hold on a second. I got a blind stuck here. There we go. One of the slats on my blinds was stuck in a weird position. It looked odd, so I wanted to go fix it. All right. So welcome, guys. Happy Friday. That's right. It is Friday. Normally, Friday would be the end of my streaming week, and I'd be saying, all right, guys, final streams of the week, let's wrap this up. This week is very different for me, guys. This is not the end of my streaming week at all. In fact, what happened here? There we go. I was like, where'd the death counter go? I call it death counter. Even though it's a stream stats, I still call it death counter because that's what it's called in OBS. When I used to... The first thing I ever put on screen when I was streaming was deaths that I would count during my Dark Souls playthroughs. Or from software playthroughs, because I also did it during Bloodborne, and so it's still called death counter here on my screen, which is pretty funny. But anyway, yeah, normally today, Friday, would be my final streaming day of the week, but this week is very different. Okay, basically, this week I am streaming extra because my schedule's all different this week. So, the deal is we're streaming today and tomorrow and Sunday, which isn't normal. Normally, I would have Saturday off to break it up, but no, I actually will not have any time off from streaming until Monday. So, a full week here, a full weekend for you guys. I hope you guys are having a good week. It certainly has been a great week for gaming. I mean, Mega Man 11, Fist of the North Star, Forza Horizon 4, in all of their own rights, very good games, right? And now Assassin's Creed Odyssey is officially out for everyone, not just those who bought the season pass and paid extra to play a few days early. It's actually out for the general public now. And so I'm excited to jump into it further. I played it 2 hours last night, and a lot of people are like, what do you think? What do you think? I really don't have any comments yet. I'm still in the early stages of the game. You can tell I'm still in basically the tutorial area. Haven't even completed the initial build-up story missions. What I will say is they definitely seem to have made the game more casualized. And what I mean by that is that you can basically parkour on anything in this game. Even if it doesn't look like it's climbable, it is climbable. A far cry from, the Assassin's Creed series in the past, where in a lot of ways, figuring out how to climb things was like a puzzle. Like, I remember the days of Ezio, right? To actually climb up the buildings in Italy or other locations, you had to figure out how to do it. Sometimes you need a special tool or a grappling hook or something to just climb up a certain building and get an item or get to a viewpoint. Now you can just literally, like your Spider-Man or Spider-Woman, you could zip up anything and climb it and scale it easily. Combat seems to be pretty much the same as it was in Assassin's Creed Origins, which is okay. I'm okay with that. I had no problem with the combat of Assassin's Creed Origins. I felt that it was refreshing because the combat had been so repetitive in Assassin's Creed for a long, long time that it basically now has refined itself. Looting system seems very similar to Assassin's Creed Origins, where you get these customizable items that you can put onto your character, make them look different, but also different stat buffs and the like. The upgrade tree seems very similar to Assassin's Creed Origins. Like, I know I keep saying that. You even have the freaking eagle, right? Honestly, I was not expecting that. Like, I totally was not expecting to have the eagle. Yet, you have the eagle. Like, it's Sinu, only his name is, like, Ikolas in this one. That did actually blow me away because I'm like, wow, they really did just copy and paste a lot of the stuff. But from what I'm going to understand, there will be some variety. Some people have been saying that the further you get into the game, when the game really finally unlocks to what it really is going to be, it basically becomes Black Flag combined with Origins. And if that's the case, I think I'm really going to like it because I actually really liked Black Flag. If you guys remember, Black Flag was actually one of my favorite Assassin's Creed games ever. But sadly, I don't think it got as good recognition as it deserved because it was the year after Assassin's Creed 3. And Assassin's Creed 3, in my opinion, wasn't so good. Much like how I think that Assassin's Creed Syndicate was really good. But a lot of people just didn't play it or skipped it or didn't give it recognition because Unity came out the year before, and that game was a steaming pile of monkey shit. So, I guess we'll see how how it goes today. You know, I'm very excited to finally get into the meat of the game. Last night was just a taste. It was just a 2-hour taste, right? And there was no way that I could get any kind of a real feel for what the game is eventually going to be once it opens up in only the 2 initial hours. What I can say is there were some pretty funny things that happened. Initially, I almost got eaten by sharks right off the bat. And then being chased down by the freaking hunter guy who was running into my normal story missions to try to kill me, which was kind of crazy. But now I'm a higher level and I have a better ability, so maybe I can kill the hunter guy who's after me now. I guess we'll see. But yeah, I'm playing for 4+ hours today on stream. I'm curious to see how far we'll get. I'm sure we'll get out of the initial area and open up the game a little bit more and see how it goes, okay? So, that is today's main gameplay stream. Tonight, on my late night stream, I will be doing some more Dragon Quest. 2 more hours of Dragon Quest. If you have not been tuning into that playthrough, last time that I played, we actually re-recruited my grandfather, Rob, which was great, and I got new abilities, plus Rob has new abilities now to make them better characters. And then we headed back to the Academy of Metals, and now we've got a few side quests to do there before we head out back into the world, and we're heading down to Port of Valor, because we're trying to get a ship so that we can sail around. I believe where they actually want us to go is up onto the region of the Ice Kingdom. I forget what it's called. It seems like that's where they want us to head. So, interesting tonight, 2 hours of gameplay. We'll see how that goes. As you know, those streams are very chill. So I hope you'll tune in for that, especially if you've been following along that playthrough all along, okay? Tomorrow, I will be doing more Assassin's Creed Odyssey, 4 more hours, all right? I want to get, basically in the first couple of days here, I want to get pretty far, because I know that new games are literally right around the corner with this next coming week, and we'll talk about that in just a moment. So I want to get a big chunk of Assassin's Creed gameplay in these first few days before it becomes a game that needs to be balanced with other stuff. So that's why I'm playing it so much in these first couple of days. So tomorrow will be another main gameplay stream of Assassin's Creed Origins right here on the stream, okay? 4+ hours. And then tomorrow night, I'll be doing 2 hours of Fist of the North Star, which I played yesterday as my main stream, and quite frankly, people seem to like it. People actually seem to like Fist of the North Star. I'm surprised because, honestly, it's the same formula as Yakuza, and when I play Yakuza, people seem to get bored of it and say, oh, Yakuza is just one of those niche games, and, you know, I can't believe Phil's playing this at length. It's such a lengthy game and all that, and I don't understand why people like it. You know, I like Yakuza. As a franchise, I think that the fact that there's long-standing character development, there's, you know, this overarching storyline, you get fun combat that evolves over the course of the game, plus so many fun, quirky side missions and side stories in the game. I really like Yakuza, all right? But it definitely is for a select audience. It's not for my mainstream audience. But yesterday I played Fist of the North Star, and people seemed to really like it. They digged it. And I was like, wow, this is great, because it's basically Yakuza, only with a different plot line, different characters, and people seem to like it now, so that's good, because I like this style of game, okay? So yes, tomorrow night will be 2 hours of Fist of the North Star, and then I am streaming again on Sunday. So the question is, what will I stream on Sunday? I'm going to probably leave it in your hands, all right? And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a poll tomorrow, Saturday night, on my Twitter, @TheyCallMeDSP, where you guys, after now have seen these games for several days, are going to be able to vote. Do you want to see more Assassin's Creed? Do you want to see more Fist of the North Star? Or do you want a major stream of Forza Horizon 4? I'll leave it in your hands to determine what it is that you actually want to see, okay? And that'll be what we stream on Sunday. Then finally on Monday will be my day off, finally, after a crazy long week of streaming. So we'll see, you know, it should be fun for me. I've got a very busy Monday, like, because now this is a super long week for me. I've got so much shit I got to do on Monday. I'm going to be heading out and probably buying a pumpkin for the month, you know, to celebrate Halloween, and try to decide how I want to decorate that with Kat maybe this week. I got to head out and get Halloween decorations for the office, which I'm going to decorate the office for the rest of this month, you know, so I got to go out and get those. Plus a ridiculous amount of other things I just need to do. I have so much shit to do on Monday. But then I'll be back on Tuesday, and Tuesday will be another new release in WWE 2K19. This year, it seems like not only have they added in a story mode, which I believe it definitely needed, But also, they've apparently added in a very improved career mode. I guess we'll see. Because every year people tell me that, and the career mode still stinks. But everyone's saying, this year it's great. So I guess we'll see this week as I play WWE over the course of the week. And that will be balanced with everything else. You know, it'll be balanced with Assassin's Creed Odyssey. It'll be balanced with more Fist of the North Star and Forza. Okay, those will be my focuses. And yes, I will do a little bit more Dragon Quest this week too. So all week, you know, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you're going to see those games. And then on Fridays, the premiere of Call of Duty Black Ops 4. For me, I think the focus of Black Ops 4 is going to be the Blackout mode, the Battle Royal mode. Because I played the multiplayer in the beta, and I absolutely hated the multiplayer. I thought it was god-awful, terrible, not even fun. I don't know how the zombies is going to be this year, but quite frankly, I really don't care that much about zombies anymore. You know, years and years ago, when I used to team up with Arid Lord and Coruchado every time there were zombies, that was one thing. But times have changed, and I really just don't really care about zombies anymore. It seems to be like, you know, the people who absolutely love the zombies co-op do it every year. For me, it's kind of fallen out of favor, but I am very interested in the Blackout mode. So we'll see how that goes. But this is going to be a very busy week, you know, balancing all these new releases I'm already freaking playing with more new releases. It's out of control. And then, of course, the week after that, thank God, the week after that in October is kind of dead. There's almost nothing going on that week. But there is Soul Calibur 6 at the end of the week. So what it'll do, that'll finally be an opportunity, a week for me to just focus on the stuff I'm doing rather than insane amount of new releases. But this is going to be a crazy month of me constantly juggling all these releases. In fact, just think about how many of these games are long, right? Dragon Quest 11, from all reports, can be minimum of 60 up to 100 hours of gameplay. Fist of the North Star is apparently minimum of 30. I'm sure Forza Horizon is probably, I would think, around 16 hours. That's kind of how I think Forza Horizon 3 was. So, you know, 3-4 streams of that to get through that one. And now Assassin's Creed Odyssey, again, people are saying if you do all the content, it could be like 60 hours. Now, holy shit, right? And then we're going to WWE. It's like we're going to have so much stuff that's lengthy. None of these games are like quick one-offs, you know, where you can finish it in a few sessions. They're all like extended games that should take a while to beat. So, holy crap, not only is this Broketober, but again, this is kind of like the month, how on earth are you supposed to keep up with all the releases? And the thing for me is, I'm not even playing all the releases. If you actually look, there's actually a significant more releases in this month, significant releases I'm not doing, that I'm skipping because I'm not interested in them. But, like, imagine if I was trying to cover every game. It's just out of control. It's pretty nuts. Whew. But anyway, in summary, I'm looking forward to more Assassin's Creed Odyssey today and tomorrow to get into the meat of this game and see what it is. Hope you guys will join me for the journey. Tonight, Dragon Quest on my late stream. Tomorrow, Fist of the North Star. And Sunday is in your hands based on what you guys thought about, you know, all the streams these past couple of days. You'll be able to vote on what you want to see on Sunday. Yes, this is a very weird week where I'm streaming pretty much a crazy amount. But, you know, we'll see what happens next week. I think next week, actually, I have Monday off, and I think I'm going to have Saturday off. My schedule is all weird because, you know, like I said, Kat has started this new work schedule. And it's going to be weird, you know, moving forward. I'm not going to have a set day every week that's off anymore. I'm going to have to adjust it. So, we'll see how it goes. All right? Okay. All right, so, guys. Thanks very much, you know, for everything. It's been crazy. It's been busy. I certainly have been very busy. And I'm going to be very busy for the next month to 2 months with all these releases that I'll be playing and enjoying with you and these chill, fun streams that we have every day. And I'm very grateful for it. Thanks. In particular, this last week, guys, thanks for your support. Great start to October for sure. Even though it's only the 5th, you know, this month has already been pretty great starting off. And I'm happy that you guys have been here to share your feedback and your interactivity with me during these fun streams. Thanks for that, okay? So now let's get into the plugs. Let's do the quick plug segment. Take about 5 minutes to do some plugging. You know, gratuitous shilling. And then we'll be back after that with some shout-outs, right? We got to do shout-outs for people who've been contributing. And then we'll actually start up with gameplay. Sound good? All right, gratuitous shilling time. So anyway, thank you guys very much for everything. Thanks for your support. Thanks for watching the streams and watching the videos on YouTube on DSPGaming. I appreciate all of your attention and support. I really do. And I just want to say, you know, thanks for allowing me to enjoy what I do for a living. Like, this is both my hobby and my job, and I absolutely love it. I really do. That being said, if you want to go above and beyond just being a standard stream viewer or video watcher and directly support my efforts to keep doing this full time, there are many things that you can do to help out. Allow me to share some of those. The first thing is you can check out my Patreon over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. Okay? This is my monthly Patreon campaign where your pledges directly aid me in my efforts to keep doing this, but they earn you personal perks, great abilities, great rewards, right? Some of the things you can get. Number one, the ability to nominate and vote on games or also vote otherwise on other things for events. Right now, this month, patrons are currently nominating horror-themed games for my Halloween Horror Marathon that's coming up. They're also voting on my costume that I'm going to wear during that event. So pretty awesome, right? Previous months, patrons have been able to nominate and vote on indie games, rage-inducing games, things that were events or things that we watched during my 10-year anniversary retrospective. And I can just give you a little preview. All right, coming up, patrons will be able to nominate and vote on things for my Christmas special coming up at the end of the year as well. So, pretty awesome amount of control you get for being a patron. Keep in mind, that's just one of the many perks that you get. You get things like a private Q&A video made for yourself and the like. I'm not going to go into detail, but just check it out over at patreon.com/DarksidePhil. And thanks to anyone who does pledge, okay? Number two, I have a Teespring shop where you can buy all kinds of fun merchandise, including t-shirts, sweatshirts, hoodies, stickers, and mugs. You know, in fact, today, I'm wearing one of said product, as I'll show you right here. Look, the King of Retro 10th anniversary t-shirt, available right now on my Teespring shop. Very nice, right? And you can get it in various colors and designs. Whoops, potion fell again. Poor potion keeps falling here. Various designs and colors. It's not just this gray with blue. There's red logo, blue logo, and many different colors of shirt. Excuse me. Anything that you buy from my Teespring shop, I get, you know, a little bit of help from it, but you get a cool collectible. You know, we are, hint, hint, heading into the end of the year. Might want to think about getting something for yourself or as a gift for someone else. A good opportunity, all right? All right. Very nice. Thanks to anyone who checks it out. That's at teespring.com/stores/DSPGaming. Okay. All right, now, if you're here live on the stream, my friends, and you're ready for some fun interactive gameplay, and you want to jump in and actually be part of that interactivity, you want to have some kind of, you know, a shout out during the live stream, you could do so three ways. You can either cheer with bits, you can subscribe to this channel, or you could tip me via PayPal. Any of those three things are acceptable, and if you do those, I will give you a shout out because you'll include a message that I'm going to respond to. However, if you would like to get a shout out, I have a few base things that I would ask that you abide by, some rules per se, to ensure that you will get said shout out during the stream, because I will say this up front. This is my stream. This is my place of business. It is very subjective what I read on the stream. I have no obligation to say or do anything on this stream that I don't want to or that I deem would not be safe for Twitch terms of service, etc. So please understand that I will be picking and choosing what I say and do on the stream. And if you follow these criteria, chances are you will get said shout out. Number one, please be positive. Don't bring in negativity. Don't bring in insults against myself, other stream chatters, or other content creators. Please don't bring in negative memes of people who don't like me or other people who don't like other people on the internet. I've seen that recently. People bring in memes from other channels that I just don't care to entertain. Please don't let me know about so-and-so who said something about me or did something nasty about me. Who cares? That's like childish schoolyard, you know, gossip. And I'm not going to abide by that crap here. I'm just not going to put up with it. The bottom line is my streams are meant to be fun and chill and entertaining, which is why we don't have things such as controversial topics like religion or politics being debated here heatedly. I don't allow that because I don't want people to get diversive and argue with each other. And, you know, that's what this is supposed to be. This stream should be an escape from that kind of stuff. You know what I mean? I just want to go on Phil's stream and relax and watch him play a game and laugh when he screws up or rages and have fun with him when there's epic times and have cool interactivity with people in the chat and him. I don't want to go in there and see a bunch of drama, a bunch of people being angry at each other, being controversial. No one cares about that shit. You know what I mean? So, that being said, please abide by the basic rules. In general, most people get it, and the streams end up being very good. I mean, the streams in the past 3+ months, I would say all the way since, like, May, June, the streams have been pretty much under control, no drama, no problems. They've been really good. So thanks for all of that, guys. I really do appreciate it. Okay? All right. Now, if you'd like to go a step further, maybe you'd like to see a fun Halloween animation play on today's stream in conjunction for your contributions, right? To say thank you. You could do that if you either cheer 50 bits or more in a single cheer, if you subscribe to the channel and then click on the share button that will appear after subbing, or if you tip me $5 or more in one single tip. A fun Halloween animation will pop up to thank you for that contribution, okay? So it's a great way to get double recognition because you're going to get that visual recognition from the animation, and then you're going to get verbal recognition from me. So it's pretty nice, right? Okay. If you look at the top of the stream, you can see the stream stats leaderboard, right? The current amount of subs that we have on the channel, the top cheerer, and the top tipper, okay? If you are the current top cheerer or top tipper for today, I will get you up on there on that leaderboard. I will periodically be checking top subs, or total subs, excuse me. FYI, guys, we are coming up to the point of the month where we're going to see a giant dip in subs. In fact, in the next 2 days, we should see it. Because if you guys don't remember, it was actually right before Spider-Man premiered. Spider-Man premiered on September 7th. And I believe it was the day before Spider-Man premiered, I actually got the new emotes, the Spider-Man emotes that Popsicolo designed for us, right? And when I added those, that was the day when we got a ridiculous amount, like I'm talking like 300 to 500 gifted subs. So within the next day to 2 days, I'm fully expecting over the weekend, we're going to see a giant dip in subs. This is totally natural and fine. As you guys know, the actual natural number of subs that I usually get on a monthly basis is between 400 and 500. That's traditionally where it's been. With the low, I think it was like 375, and the actual natural high, I think was around 575. And that's going to fluctuate depending on the time of year or whatever. You know, let's be honest, it's been very nice to have this high number of subs for the past month, but we all knew that naturally it was going to go back down, okay? So no surprise. That's why I'm actually not doing sub goals or anything for this month. There's no point, because with the amount of subs that are going to plummet over the course of October, you don't even know where the natural level is to do a sub goal based off of, right? We're going to see, hopefully by the end of this month, all right, we'll be able to take a look at the subs and say, okay, here's where we back are at a natural level. Now we can start setting up sub goals again, okay? All right, so, yeah, just expect that. And you know, please, no, oh my God, the panic, the sky is falling, Phil dipped so many subs. Relax. Just relax, guys. It's going to happen, and we're all expecting it, and it's not going to be a horrible thing at all. It's just something natural, okay, guys? All right, so, one final thing, well, actually 2 things. If you are not currently subscribed to the channel, you're missing out. Because right now, just recently, we've had so many new emotes added to the channel, including the DSP Anger Face. Death Face has been added. A Huh emote, which is pretty good. It's a confusion emote, which I'm confused a lot in games, so it gets a lot of views. Among other things, you know, there's been a lot of new emotes added just recently. And you know, people are really taking advantage of them and enjoying them. So please consider subbing. Not only do you get access to all of those emotes here in this chat, but in any chat, but also you don't have to watch advertisements when I take ad breaks during streams. And in addition to all of that, you get a cool chat crown badge to show how long you've been a loyal follower. Okay. And last but not least, if you're interested in tipping me, there's 2 ways that you can do so. It's completely a separate process from cheering or subbing. You can either look below the stream. There's a button that says tip jar. You can click on that to go to the tips page. Or if you type !tip into the stream chat, it'll also bring up the link. If you tip me, it helps me out. That's through PayPal rather than through Twitch. So I just wanted to explain that situation since it is a different process. All right, that is it for the plugs. Now, guys, we can get into shout-outs. All right? So, first of all, what I would like to do is give a couple shout-outs to people who contributed overnight. Now, keep in mind, there's not that many today because I streamed super late last night. I was streaming until after 11 p.m. last night, which is very much out of the ordinary, right? So shout out to Genetic Gamer. He says that he suffers from anxiety and depression, but he feels that my streams help him with that. Do you think that watching game streams can provide any kind of therapeutic benefits? Well, yes, because here's the thing, at least in my life, all right? When I've suffered from, you know, my depression or any kind of, you know, emotional distress or thing like that, if you find something to take your mind off of it and occupy you otherwise in a positive fashion, it makes you feel better, right? One of the major problems with things like anxiety and depression is that you can become hyper-focused on one thing that's bothering you, and you can't shake it, right? You just can't shake a feeling. You can't shake a thought. You can't shake it. And you become so fixated on it, it becomes the be-all and end-all of your existence, and that's why you end up feeling so shitty. But if you can find something otherwise to entertain yourself, to occupy yourself, to make you feel more positive, it could get you out of that funk, you know? And definitely, I would say, watching a streamer or a YouTuber, well, hell, doing anything, watching a TV show, listening to music, reading a book, occupying yourself, doing physical activity, working out, or playing sports for some people works, playing video games. There's a lot of ways that you can escape and try to get out of that funk, that feeling that permeates you, okay? So absolutely, I would say, you know, watching something like one of my gameplay streams can definitely kind of distract you or otherwise, you know, shake that feeling that you may be stuck in. And that's obviously a very positive thing. So thank you, Genetic Gamer, for that message. I really do appreciate it. Also, shout out to Crazy Dream, who resubbed for the 3rd month in a row and said, woo, woo. Thank you very much, Crazy Dream. Especially last week, Crazy was very, very generous with his cheering. I just want to say thank you to Crazy Dream for your support recently. Okay, hold on one second, everybody. Ooh. Ow. Okay. Crack this open here. There we go. All right, just adjusting a few more things in the office here. Adjusting the blinds. Oh, God, Potion just fell again. I gotta find a way to get Potion propped up here, so that every time I get up and sit back down, the freaking Potion doesn't go flying. she keeps. I don't know if it's a he or a she, actually. I don't think that these things say, do they? I don't know if Beanie Babies are gendered. By the way, Potion's birthday was October 3rd. Well, happy belated birthday to Potion. I didn't even realize that. I just read it inside of the tag that was affixed to the Beanie Baby. Okay, anyway, continuing on. Now, moving on to today. We got CM Fool started off the tipping with a $1 tip and says, a real Spartan would play on Nightmare difficulty. Well, it's a good thing I'm not a real Spartan. You know, I don't think I would want to be. I've heard that the Spartans had it pretty rough. You know, sure, they were incredible badasses, but they didn't live very long. I'm just saying, you know, a pretty brutal life and a pretty brutal time to live, right? How nice. First of all, shout out to Augustus Mink. What's going on, man? Good to see you in the stream chat. And Big Bengay, or Bengi, I apologize, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Just said something pretty insightful. He says, I think that communicating genuinely and making positive connections with others can help with negative feelings sometimes, even if it's just communicating on a stream chat. That's a very insightful comment in regards to the discussion we just had about how, you know, a gameplay stream or whatever can help with something like anxiety or depression or other problems. So thank you for that comment. That was actually a really good one. Thank you very much. Okay, so anyway, CM Fool, thank you for the $1 tip. I am not a Spartan, and that is hence why I'm not playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey on Nightmare difficulty. Shout out to Infinite55, who resubbed for the 11th month in a row. Thank you very much, Infinite, for 11 months of support. Also, thank you for your helping as a mod and everything that you do around here. In fact, Infinite, so far, Infinite's actually the cheerleader for this week. In fact, I will I will actually update the cheering leaderboard shortly. Well, I would not update, but I will read off the cheering leaderboard shortly to give credit to those people who have contributed this week. Shout out to Insomniatic Meat, who did a 150-bit cheer to become today's cheerleader, and he says, new badge, yay. Yeah, he earned his new cheering level badge. In the stream chat, I believe it's the red one, the red badge, which is kind of cool looking. So congratulations to Insomniatic Meat, and thank you for that contribution. I appreciate that. And Infinite just gifted a sub to Lip Jan. So congrats to Lip Jan on receiving that gifted sub, and thank you, Infinite, for the support. Much appreciated. Okay, let's give some credit here to the top cheerers. All right, those who cheered this week and are at the top of the leaderboards. By the way, this will continue until Sunday night. All right, in 10th place, we have I Love You. In 9th place, Insomniatic Me. In 8th place, Zodiac Cancer. In 7th place, Welcome to the Dab Side. In 6th place, Monkey Spy 1. In 5th place, Murdoch. In 4th place, El Dopa. And also tied for 4th place, RFHC5. In 2nd place, Hitachi Sensei. And like I said, in 1st place for this week, Infinite 55. Ooh. Wow, excuse me. Woo. Okay, so thank you everyone for that. Also, Infinite just gifted a sub to Brantine. So congrats to Brantine on receiving a gifted sub. And again, thank you, Infinite, for the gifted subs. Very much appreciated. In fact, if I can type in the stream chat, which isn't working for some reason. All right, we're up to 1,164 subs. Very nice. We're peaking on subs at a time when I know that they're going to dip. They're going to dip very soon. And I actually think, I think the highest we had was around 1165. It might have been 1167. I'm not positive. But it's going to be a pretty far cry for us to hit this ever again. Let's face it. Are we ever really going to hit this number again? Are we ever going to get someone to gift so many subs? I don't know. But, you know, it would be certainly nice if my natural growth of the channel over time can organically grow us back to this number. But I don't know if we'll ever consistently have this many subs in 1 month all the time. You know what I mean? All right, shout out to King of Hypocrisy. He cheered and he said, with the years going by, I've had some family members have trouble dealing with getting older and having midlife crisis or depression. How have you dealt so well with getting older and closing in on 40? For me, I'll be honest with you guys. The last 10 years have been a freaking whirlwind. I started this whole journey when I was 26, and I'm now 36. And it's been insane. Like, my life has changed so much from, you know, back then. In a positive way, by the way. I just want to outline that. Even though a lot of the times you just see the negative shit from the people who like to harass me on the internet. Don't get me wrong. Life is much better. Like, I get to play games and have fun every single day for a living. I get to share those experiences with you guys all the time. I get to play all the hot new releases. You know, people actually care about my opinions. People actually care about what I think about stuff. And I have a following on the internet, right? You know, I live with my girl. We have a nice life here together that we're building, you know, slowly but surely. She's been here with me since February, and, you know, things have been getting better and better. You know, if anything, the one thing that sucks is the finances, but hey, I think that's always going to be a risk and a concern, and, you know, I just love doing this, you know, like, there's so many positive things that have happened in my life. Quite frankly, if you really want to know the truth, I think the people who have midlife crises are people who don't have my kind of life. People who have a very, very traditional, formulaic life, okay? People who have a job that they absolutely hate, but they're stuck in it because they need to bring in the money to support their family. You know, the wife and the kids who, yeah, you love them, but at the same time, you may start to look back and say, man, I'm trapped in this life. And if I actually wanted to do something different with my life, I can't anymore because of the life decisions that I've made. I'm now stuck in this pattern. And you know what I mean? That's kind of what causes a midlife crisis. And that's when you hear, oh, the guy runs out and he frivolously spends crazy amounts of money to buy a fucking, you know, sports car for himself in the middle of his life for no freaking reason. You know what I mean? A midlife crisis happens when you've fallen into what you feel is like something that's you're stuck, and you wish that you could get out of it and you could do something different. I very much like where I am. Like, I'm actually the opposite. I like where I am. I like doing what I'm doing. I love having this life here with Kat. I just hope that I can keep it up. You know what I mean? Like, my problem is worrying about things like taxes and finances and the ever fluctuating problems that I have with income because of things like YouTube's ad revenue dropping and fucking things up and everything. You know? Like, I love the life I have. I would love to keep this up for the rest of my life. If I could keep this life up, I would. I just hope that I can. I don't know if I can, you know. So, honestly, I don't think I'm in the situation of someone, you know, basically, so the typical archetype of someone in America, at least in the United States, who has a midlife crisis, like, you're hit 40 years old and you look back and you're like, man, I got kids and I'm financially tied to them, and you know, my wife and everything, and every day is the same. I wake up, I drink my coffee, I eat some eggs, I go to a job I hate, I put in 8 to 10 grueling, shitty hours. I come home, I'm tired as fuck. I don't have time to enjoy anything or do anything that I like to do. And now I'm stuck with all this, and this is my life. That's not my life. You know what I mean? And I'm happy about that. That's not how I am. You know? Oh, man. Beard Teddy says, that's my dad in real life. See what I mean? Like that. Yeah, it's true. That's when you get the midlife crisis. Oh, my God, I'm in the middle of my life. I'm going to, you know, I'm over the hill, as they say. You've lived more years than you're going to continue to live. And, you know, second half of your life, but this is it. You're stuck in this forever. You know, what are you going to do? And that's when guys start, you know, you start having this depression and everything. But I'm not like that. You know, my life's been very different. I've been graced and very lucky to have a life that's very different from the norm. And even though there have certainly been high highs and low lows, I like where I am right now, and I just hope that I can stay here and, you know, go from there, okay? There's your honest answer. Okay. All right, everybody. Well, I would like to say thank you to everyone who has contributed so far today. Anyone who's thinking of doing so, keep in mind, top cheerer and top tipper will receive credit on the top of the stream stats leaderboard there at the top of your screens. And I'm looking forward to a full stream of Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I hope you guys are too. Okay? All right, that's it. Let's end the pre-stream. And let's get started with Assassin's Creed Odyssey here on the stream. And let's get her done. What the hell? I turned into Larry the Cable Guy. Let's get her done. All right, guys, let's do it. End the pre-stream and let us begin.